All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Fidens Brewing Company, and they are out of Colonie, New York, and this is their No Couth. So they're calling this a double IPA that is brewed with Galaxy hops. It comes in at 8.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 3.5 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Steven, for hooking me up with this one. So big thanks to him. In the description box, I will post a link to the beer haul video I did that contains all the goodies that Steven hooked me up with, and hooked me up with a Fidens beer, and I'm really excited about it. It's been a while since I've had some Fidens. Another good friend of mine, a fellow beer tuber, Kyle over at No Couth Beer Review, sent me 4 back in the fall of last year, and I really enjoyed them. And, you know, they got a lot of hype and whatnot, and so I'm glad to have another one in my possession. So this is brewed with Galaxy hops. They said all Galaxy on their website, and we'll just believe that it's all Galaxy hops. So yeah, anyway, let's give it a crack, pour it into the glass, and see what we got going on here. So, oh yeah, it's looking real nice. Looking real nice. Go something like that. Beautiful, beautiful looking double IPA. Yeah. So I don't know how many times I can say this. It seems like every week or two I say this. If my camera wasn't a little bit darker when it comes to this stuff, in person, and it was like actual reflection of what I'm seeing, this would be like a great Instagram, you know, double IPA shot. It just has this very vibrant sunshine look. Like there's just light here at the bottom as it goes up. It gets darker. It just has a great hazy look to it. Murky, turbid. Has about almost a 2-finger of this off-white, super creamy looking head. It's a beautiful looking double IPA. It really is. Let's get a nose. Probably gonna look darker and like almost oxidized in camera, but whatever. Oh, that wakes up the nostrils. Holy shit. Oh, that smells fucking dynamite is what that smells. Holy shit. So with Galaxy, I always expect a couple things. I expect pineapple, although recently Galaxy hasn't producing the pineapple that I typically used to get, say, 2-3 years ago with Galaxy hops. Still get it, just not, it would always be like crushed, sweeter, fresh, just fruit cup-like pineapple, and I don't get it as much anymore. But this one has a lot of passion fruit, tart, juicy passion fruit. Yeah, and then there's a little bit of like almost like a white grape, like there's Nelson in here, but there's not. Yeah, there's passion fruit, there's white grape, and then there is some pineapple, but it's more just like a regular ripened pineapple. Smells sweet and juicy, but not like crushed or anything, or any candiedness. There's a nice dank herbaceous kind of quality to this one. Some zippy, zesty kind of orange, almost like a lemon lime thing. Underlying doughy kind of malt character. Oh man. I think this might be I've only had like 5, I believe, true beers. Well, I should say I've reviewed 5 true beers from Fidens. I think I've had 6 or 7 now. This is the best aroma, hands down for me. It smells dynamite. The aroma's close to a 5. Like that passion fruit, along with like the slight white grape thing, the pineapple, the zesty citrus, it just all blends beautifully. And then you get there's a blanket of like that herbaceous dankness. Oh, floral tone. Oh, it smells so fucking good. Let's get into it, everybody. Cheers. And thanks again to Steven. Not as good as the nose, but really fucking delicious. Yeah. In the taste, it's like somebody sliced up a pineapple, mango, peaches, things of that nature, fruits like that, and just drizzle a little bit of like sweeter, like honey on there. It's sticky, it's sweet, it's delicious. Body's like higher side of medium. Great for 8.5%. The mouthfeel, it's not necessarily creamy, but it's so soft and smooth on the palate. Again, what I can say about Fidens is that I think their mouthfeels are fantastic. Like, of the beers I've had from them, they've stuck out like a sore thumb, but in a good way. Like, their mouthfeels are top tier. The taste. The nose was definitely better. The nose was like a 4.8 to a 5 out of 5. Like, just that tart, juicy passion fruit, along with that white grape, kind of like a juicy white grape, and then the ripened pineapple and a little bit of that zesty citrus character was just fantastic. The nose, to me, doesn't really carry over all that much. It's a completely different beer from the nose, in my opinion, but it's still really damn good. So we'll try to break it down here. So tip of the tongue, the aforementioned peach and mango and pineapple. Those three fruits specifically. They're over-ripened, they're sweet, and then someone just drizzled a little bit of a sweeter honey on it. And I think the honey's probably coming from the malt. I'm not getting like the doughiness I was getting in the nose. I think it's just more of like a honey kind of character, probably coming from the malt. But that's really nice. Then after that, I'm getting slight like orchard fruits, like a little bit of like a pear kind of sticking out. The passion fruit does not carry over into the taste. The pineapple does. It's a little bigger in the taste. The white grapes don't carry over. It's like it did a complete like 180. It just went from, here's these three fruits or these four fruits, and one of them carries over. It's just kind of weird, but it's still really good. Halfway to maybe 2/3 of the way through the palate, there's that herbaceous dankness. And it has like this bittering component that kind of finishes on the palate with this is like moderately bitter, which I was not anticipating. Moderately bitter, semi-dry. While there's a lot of sweet, sticky, juicy fruit at the front of the palate, man, does it bitter out on the back, and it balances it out. Because it's one thing with a lot of New England style double IPAs, or let's just say New England style IPAs over 8%, whether you want to call them imperial, double, triple, whatever the case may be. A lot of times they're too sweet because there's not enough bitterness or dryness to balance it out. I think this one, though, brings a great dryness to the table to stop all that sweet, juicy, and malt goodness, right? I mean, the malts bringing the sweetness, but it's just amplifying those, the hop character and making it sweet. So, yeah, look at the lacing. Lacing's fucking dynamite. Pour the rest in here, see if it changes at all. That's been happening a lot over the past couple months with my reviews. Like, I'll pour the last 3, 4, 5 ounces into the glass. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, it changed it. It made it more intense. There's other things I'm getting. We'll see if that is the case here. Okay. So it did. I am now getting a little bit of that zesty, I would say, grapefruit and kind of like lemon lime type of peel in here, or like the rind, or just the zest, I guess, if you just zested those fruits. One more sip. Then I'm getting that right after the middle of the palate, right before it transitions into that bittering, like herbaceous dankness. This is a really complex beer, and it's complex in multiple ways. Like the nose had a complexity, but then the taste had a complexity that really didn't follow the nose. Is it my favorite beer from them? I don't know. I don't remember I think the highest score I gave of the last batch I had, I think was like 4.5. I think this is right there with it. So No Couth from Fidens. Yeah, I'm going to go 4.5 out of 5. This is fucking delicious. The nose was amazing. The best nose I've had from one of their beers. The taste, while completely different than the nose, in a lot of ways, still really fucking good. So, yeah, not much more to say about this one. Price and availability, I think a beer like this is like $5.50 a can at Fidens, and then they have a limit. And then availability, typically you got to go to Fidens. Although, I've seen slight distribution from Fidens here in even the Buffalo area. There's a couple local bottle shops that got drops of their cans and whatnot. So it's just like any other brewery that gets hype, and then they start getting more popular and they start producing more beer. Then they start getting a little bit of distribution. Then they get further distribution. So you probably still need to be in New York State to get Fidens stuff. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure. But if you go to the brewery, I think they have drops multiple times per week now. So if you go to the brewery, you can pick their stuff up. If you're in New York State in a bigger city, you probably can find, maybe a bottle shop or two locally that has cans occasionally. So yeah, not much more to say about this one other than if you've had it before, let me know what you think about it. I think this is really good. Definitely up there with one of the best Fidens beers I've had. Drinking it, I think it's just like right around 3.5, just almost, it's about 3.5, just over 3.5 weeks old. This is the sweet spot I like drinking their beers, typically 3 to 4 weeks old. There's absolutely no hop burn on this one at all. There's no green astringency, none of that. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, if you had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Huge thanks to Steven for this one. I love trying to find stuff, and you know, the hype is justified for me to some extent, because the lowest I think I gave their beer, any of their beers, was a 4.2, 4.25, and the highest has been a 4.5. But if I'm drinking a half dozen beers from you, and you're averaging like a 4.35 or a 4.4, I think you're fucking good brewery to me. So anyway, shutting it down. Oh yeah, 8.5%, a little bit of warming in chest, nothing on the palate, no booziness, anything. So highs the alcohol extremely well as well. Anyway, till the next one. Cheers.